Royal jaws dropped at London's Royal Albert Hall. King Charles just blessed Prince George with a secret royal title that's been hidden from the public for centuries. Tell us in the comments where you're watching from, because what happened during the Remembrance ceremony might be the biggest royal surprise of the year. In today's commentary, reports suggest that during the Festival of Remembrance in London, King Charles III made a private but symbolic gesture toward his grandson, Prince George. The future king, attending the event alongside Queen Camilla and the Princess of Wales, reportedly bestowed a rare royal title on the 10-year-old heir during the closed-door portion of the service, a title not heard since the era of King George VI. It wasn't on the official agenda. It wasn't in the press release. But those in attendance noticed something, a subtle exchange between the king and his grandson that hinted at something monumental. It was a passing of legacy, whispered one attendee. Something only the family understood. But you haven't heard the craziest part yet. According to royal observers, the king's quiet blessing was more than ceremonial. It was symbolic succession in motion. Sources claim Charles called George a guardian of honor, an informal, ancient royal phrase once used to signify the heir entrusted with safeguarding remembrance and tradition. This rare acknowledgement came during a moment when George, standing beside his mother Kate Middleton, was seen bowing his head during the 2-minute silence. It was his first appearance at the annual Remembrance event, a coming-of-age moment the palace reportedly wanted to frame as learning duty before privilege. Kate, elegant in her black Catherine Walker coat, was seen glancing down at her son, her expression a mix of pride and gravity. The king, watching from the front row, gave what one photographer described as a grandfather's nod of approval, almost regal yet tender. It felt like a real-life Lion King moment, a generational handover under the quiet gaze of the nation. Then came the bombshell detail. Eagle-eyed royal watchers noticed the king briefly touching George's shoulder as the band played God Save the King, a gesture many interpreted as a private signal, marking the boy as a keeper of remembrance, a symbolic role echoing the future king's duty to preserve national memory. As news of the moment spread across social media, hashtags like hashtag Prince George, hashtag Future King, and hashtag Royal Blessing trended globally. Clips of George standing alongside Kate and Charles flooded TikTok, garnering millions of views within hours. He carries himself like his grandfather, one fan wrote. You can already see the king in him. But inside royal circles, reactions were mixed. Some saw Charles's blessing as deeply touching, a passing of moral responsibility to the next generation. Others whispered that the move could spark quiet tension with Prince William, who has always been cautious about exposing his children to royal duties too early. Still, the moment felt historic, a grandfather preparing the world for his successor's future. As the night drew to a close, the royal family filed out of the hall. Cameras caught George holding Kate's hand tightly, his small poppy pinned perfectly to his lapel, the picture of dignity. The king walked slightly ahead, glancing back once, his expression unreadable. It wasn't a coronation. It wasn't even official. But for those watching closely, it was unmistakable. The monarchy's next generation had quietly stepped into the spotlight. In the echo of silence, one king honored the next, and not a single word was spoken. If you thought that was wild, hit subscribe and drop a comment below. Wait till you see what happened after the ceremony, when Kate was spotted having a private moment with the king that left everyone speculating.